Message from Charlie Kirk's killer, who's in jail, has gone viral, and the details of what he said will leave you shocked. Tyler Robinson, the alleged killer of Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, has sent messages from jail and beforehand that prosecutors say amount to a confession, and they shed light on motive, planning, and the chilling path to the deadly shooting. The story emerging in court filings and press conferences paints a grim picture of what might have led to Kirk's death, what Robinson said, and what consequences could follow. According to prosecutors, on September 10th, 2025, the day Kirk was fatally shot during a speech at Utah Valley University, Robinson sent a text to his roommate and romantic partner telling them, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." Under the keyboard, the partner found a note, which prosecutor Jeffrey Gray says read, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it." Authorities say the two then exchanged text messages, which the roommate later handed over to investigators looking into Mr. Kirk's death. In those messages, Tyler addressed the roommate as "my love." He admitted to committing the act, saying he'd hoped to keep the crime a secret until he died of old age. Authorities allege that the two then exchanged text messages, which the roommate later provided to investigators examining Mr. Kirk's death. In the exchange, the roommate, who Tyler addressed as "my love," responded with disbelief, asking, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" Tyler responded emphatically, stating, "I am. I'm sorry." Later messages from the suspect captured him offering some explanation. In one, after being asked by the roommate why he did what he did, Tyler replied without hesitation and bluntly, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out." In another, Robinson reflected on his desire to keep things secret, writing, "To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you." He also described trying to retrieve the rifle he used in the shooting from a drop point, but said law enforcement had locked down much of that area, making retrieval difficult. Prosecutors allege, as Tyler revealed in the text messages, that he'd planned the attack for more than a week before the assassination. Evidence presented includes DNA found on the trigger of the rifle used to kill Kirk, confirming Tyler's connection to the weapon. Additionally, prosecutors say he attempted to hide evidence, referencing a section of the exchange where he told his partner roommate to delete their text exchanges and not speak to law enforcement. Meanwhile, Tyler's political views appear to have shifted from right-leaning to extreme left. At least his mother, Amber Robinson, is reported to have said that over roughly the past year, he'd moved toward more progressive positions, including being more supportive of LGBTQ+ and transgender rights. He'd begun dating the partner roommate who Utah Governor Spencer Cox earlier described as a person transitioning from male to female. These changing views may have contributed to friction with Kirk's stated political positions, which prosecutors claim Robinson perceived as hateful. Tyler eventually surrendered after being identified via released surveillance images. His parents and a family friend helped with the process. Prosecutors have filed 7 charges, including aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, obstruction of justice, 2 counts, witness tampering, 2 counts, and others. The Utah County Attorney has announced that they'll pursue the death penalty if Tyler is convicted. What remains less certain are things like the precise motive, though hatred and perceived hateful rhetoric are repeatedly cited. It's also yet to be determined whether there were other individuals involved or aware of Tyler's plan. If the messages, note, DNA evidence, and all allegations hold up under court scrutiny, the implications for Tyler are severe. He could face not only a conviction for murder, but also an extremely harsh sentence, potentially death under Utah law. His admissions via text and note, as prosecutors allege, establish planning, motive, and intent, which are critical in proving aggravated murder. The story is still unfolding. For now, the chilling messages from jail and the note hidden under a keyboard may serve as central pieces in the puzzle prosecutors are trying to assemble, and in doing so, they may determine whether Tyler Robinson becomes the first to face the full force of the law in this tragic and high-profile killing.